Now, as Parliament gets back to business, one Leicester mum is paying close attention to the events in the House of Lords today. The Medicines and Medical Devices Bill is on the agenda, and it's really important to her and to those she's campaigned about for years. Emma Friedmann was taking an epilepsy drug called valproate during her pregnancy over 20 years ago. It's had serious medical consequences ever since. Morning, Emma.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody.
Hi there, morning. So what happened to you, Emma?
I have epilepsy and I've had to take medication since I was a child to control my seizures. And in the mid-90s, I met my son's father. We decided to have a family, so I went to the neurologist, said, is this medication going to be okay for me during pregnancy? Neurologist had no concerns and whatever, so we had our son, and he's now 21, nearly 22. He's got severe neurodevelopmental birth defects. He's never going to live independently. And it turns out that there's a 40% risk of neurodevelopmental birth defects with this drug, valproate, Epilim. And it's been the subject of government commissioned review by Baroness Cumberledge. And also we've managed to get it banned for use in females of childbearing potential right across the EU. So this drug, Epilim, it's no longer to be used for women of childbearing potential. I must just say, if you are taking a medication, do not stop until you've had a good chat with your doctor.
So, Emma, just exactly what is it that you've been campaigning for?
Initially, it was when I first came on the show about 10 years ago. It was because legal aid had been withdrawn from a class action to sue Sanofi, the manufacturer of Epilim. So my son was a test case in a group action. Legal aid had been withdrawn, and we were battling and trying to get legal aid reinstated. That never was reinstated. The class action was discontinued, and but still parents didn't know what was the matter with their children, and still women were being prescribed this drug. So I mean, it's been hundreds of us families over time that have been involved in this campaign to raise awareness of the risks and the importance of a mother, potential mother, being given enough information to make an informed choice, and just generally for patients as a whole for them to have enough information to give their informed consent. You know, yes, I agree to this treatment, I understand the risks, I understand the benefits, and I'm making a decision to have this treatment. You know, that decision was denied to me and thousands of others. And what's exciting about today is that we have this opportunity now to update British law for a post-Brexit UK. And this is all the laws that is going to surround medicines and medical devices.
So this is in the House of Lords today. Do we know what time it's happening, Emma?
I think it's going to start about 1 o'clock. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's the BBC who run the Parliament website. So.
That's right. They do. You can watch
the TV or whatever. So it will be on. It will be on there, and yeah,
you'll be tuned in.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
What do you hope will happen today, Emma? What would be the best result for you?
I hope that there is going to be another really, really good cross-party debate and conversation. At the second reading in the House of Commons, what was really, really nice was to actually sit down and watch a bit of Parliament where the MPs are behaving in a civilised manner, and they're not sort of like in there shouting and jeering at each other. They're actually discussing something sensibly. And there being agreement on both sides of the House. You know, this isn't really a party political issue at all. And so what I'm looking forward to with this debate is something to actually enjoy and watch our democracy in motion, really, because there will be lords from all parties and the crossbenchers who will be making a statement. Baroness Cumberledge will be making a statement. And my understanding is that she wants all of the recommendations of the Independent Medicines and Medical Devices Safety Review to be embedded within the Medicine and Devices Bill, because that will enable the UK more moving forward for the UK citizen to be centre of this British law and an equal stakeholder in medicine and devices.
Emma, thank you. Sorry, carry on.
There's one thing that is really, really important for people to understand. At the moment, there is provision in the bill for compensation to be paid to pharmaceutical companies when there is a regulatory decision made against their product. So with this drug, Epilin, valproate, it's harmed 20,000 children, many are disabled for life, many do not have capacity, never will have, and yet because we've got the regulations in place, Sanofi may well be able to ask the government to compensate for loss of profit because it was the government who put the process in place for regulation.
Emma Friedmann, thank you for joining us on BBC Radio Leicester this morning. Actually, you mentioned Sanofi there.